I never charge clients the first time we speak, and oftentimes I have several phone calls and emails with a prospective client before they actually hire me and before I actually start charging them. The reason for this is that most clients who come to me, they have some type of complicated commercial dispute. It requires a review of documents. It requires an understanding of the facts. Maybe it requires some initial research. And many times people who call me, they've been referred to other lawyers and they're trying to decide which lawyers should they go with. Now, I know some people who basically will have a 5-minute conversation with someone, and then if they don't pay after that, they're not interested in talking to them. That's not how I practice. That's not how my partners practice. I will give somebody time when they reach out to me, and we'll be on the phone for a half hour, an hour, trying to figure out what I can actually do for them, if anything. And am I the right fit for them? Now, I'm not the right fit for every client who calls me up, but I like to try to understand what is it that the client needs, even if he or she doesn't know it, and what would I be able to do? There are sometimes people call me and I say, look, there's not anything that I can do here. You've got to settle the case. But most of the time, I'm trying to come up with some type of creative defense or creative claim that we can use to try to further the client's objectives. And clients like to hear those ideas at the outset. They're not looking to just pick somebody who talks to them for 5 minutes and then hire them without anything further. The client needs to understand and see that you're able to formulate strategy, that you actually come up with a plan, and that they're hiring you, not just for you, but for what you believe you can do for them. And that's why it's important to speak to clients in advance and to give time to try to come up with a strategy. Now, if I have to do intense legal research or analysis, that's obviously something that we're going to charge for and say you have to retain us to do. But a lot of times I'm looking at documents and I'm giving my initial assessment. I'm saying, look, we got to run down this issue and this argument, but here's what I think we could potentially do. Here's what I think we can consider. Here are the arguments I think we can make. What do you think about that? And that gives the client the ability to see what I'm planning to do and the way that my mind is working. It doesn't work all the time, but I think clients appreciate that and like that. And more often than not, clients will hire me because they like the approach that I've come up with. As always, consult counsel early and often.